Hey guys, it's Ashley with At Home with Ashley. As everybody in the whole world knows, coronavirus is going around, so we have been staying home. We try to buy enough stuff that we don't even have to go to the grocery store. So we have been full on staying at home besides walks and bike rides. And there are so many people in our neighborhood who are going on walks and bike rides just because it's so pleasant to do, and the beaches and the parks are closed. So what else are you gonna do? So our streets are full, but everybody's keeping their distance. But I thought it'd be really fun to do something where I made the front of our house look like fun and just kind of brighten people's spirits a little bit. I've seen people do so many different versions of this idea. Like you put art up in your windows, so people have it's like going to the art gallery, or you put a teddy bear in your window for a teddy bear hunt. So cute. I thought I would make some more cardboard creations, put them on dowels, put them in our grass, and Dawn and I could be creative that way. So we're creating things and then hopefully brightening up someone's day. So while we do that, we're gonna hopefully paint the front of our house because it's kind of a brown, ugly mess since we took down the awnings on the front. So it's gonna be a whole project. Let's do it together. When we first bought our house, it was this brown color, which I really hated, and it had black awnings over the windows. When we switched out the windows, we took those off, and then we decided to paint the house. So to do that, we had to take off the numbers off our house, and we couldn't find instructions for how to do this. But what we ended up doing was using pliers to loosen up the base, and you do that by spinning it clockwise. And if you just aren't going to use your numbers again, you can rip them out of the wall. It'll break them, but that's fine if you're not going to use them again. But since we're going to use ours again, we loosen them up really well with the pliers on each stem. And then once they're loose with the pliers, you can loosen them up kind of with your fingers. And it takes a bit. Finally, the number will come off, and then you just pull the stems off with your pliers. Then it was painting time, and you can see we cut out first with the white and then rolled in to cover up the dark spots. And it took probably 3 coats since we were going over such a dark color. But man, isn't that so satisfying? And lucky for me, my little helper Dawn also helped. It was a good kind of family activity that we all worked on, even though it was like 89 degrees that day. It was so hot. But dang, it's looking so good, right? So I wanted to show you the whole house after it had been painted. We did the front door pink, and I'm still thinking about what I want to do on those columns. I don't love them, but it's looking good so far. So after the house was painted, I started working on the cardboard creatures I wanted to make for the front of my house. So I just cut out pieces of cardboard, and then I'd Google like alligator silhouette, and I would just copy one of those with a pencil. And sorry about that stray hair that's in the video, but after I figured out the pencil marks, I just used my heavy duty scissors to cut them. And this takes a bunch of muscle. It's kind of a pain to do, but it's doable to make, fun stuff out of just cardboard that we had sitting around at our house. And I used chalk paint to paint the cardboard. You could use any type of craft paint. I liked adding some details to kind of bring them to life, like white teeth and an eyeball. I continued creating different creatures like a flamingo. I did all animals Dawn thought would be fun, my son. So I made those, and it was really cute to kind of make different things. I did a bunch of hearts, and I just painted them fun colors that I thought would look good on the outside of my house. These rainbows, I ended up doing these hearts I did in rainbow colors, which was fun. So I also, speaking of rainbows, I also painted a rainbow on the front of our house. So one thing I tell you with this is to make sure to test the sample first to make sure it comes off really easy once it's dried, which mine did. Again, I'm just using chalk paint, and my rainbow ended up a little bit squatty, so I wish I had painted one stripe and then redid it after I saw that it was a little squatty, but I just kind of went for it, which is also totally fine. Sign to put outside, and I didn't know what to put on it, so I asked my Instagram followers for ideas, and I thought I would tell you in case you want to put a sign outside your house. So a lot of people in Europe are saying, let's all be well, this too shall pass, we're in this together apart, there's so much beauty and wonder in the world. I'm gonna cry reading these. They're so sweet. I'm getting over it. This too shall pass. Hope isn't canceled. Better days ahead, which is what I think I'm gonna do. We're all in this together. Don't worry, be happy. We got this, Florida. Stay strong. stay home, smile, look for the rainbow in all this, fresh air, don't care, be the sunshine, keep the faith. So like really sweet ideas. So there's some for you if you need them. So to make the items be able to go in my grass, I just bought these wood dowels. This is the only thing I bought for this project. They're $4 on Amazon, and I used packing tape to connect them, and then that way they had a way to go into the grass. I do wish I would have brought longer stems, just so you know. So for the big sign I made for my yard, I painted a piece of cardboard, just plain white. I had to do a few coats, and then I penciled on the words "Better Days Ahead," which I thought was such a great message, and I just covered that up with black paint to make it like a nice bold words. And then when they were all ready and they all had their dowels on them, I went and stuck them outside in the grass, and this is kind of how I did it. I tweaked it a few times, but it was really fun to do. So we finished everything up. I'm about to take my dogs on a walk, so they're super excited. But I just wanted to say thanks for following along. My number one hope with doing this project was to like make someone else smile in our neighborhood, hopefully. And maybe this is a project you guys could try as well. Somebody rode past and said better days ahead for sure, and like it was so sweet. Anyway, I hope you guys all have better days ahead and everything's gonna work out. Okay, bye.